Hey flag football coaches, today I'm going to give you some fantastic football drills that you could run with your youth flag football team. Let's get down and let's check these out. So this first drill is super simple. What we are looking to do is just a simple handoff to your opposing player's line. We're essentially going to start with two lines, just a simple handoff, and then at that point he's going to be then running to the back of this line. Player 1 is going to be handing off the football to the first person in this line. They're going to go in the back of each other's lines, and then we are going to be essentially doing that same drill over again. Now what we're going to have here is you might want to spread these out just a bit farther than the 15 yards that I have. You could spread it out to 20-30 yards if you've got the space. But essentially what we're going to be having is player 1 trying to get downfield between these pylons. From there, he cannot go on the outside of these pylons. He wants to stay within these boundaries, and he wants to get past player 5. Player 5 is going to try and pull player 1's flags. And so what player 1 wants to do is to do different kinds of fake outs to try and get around player 5 without losing his flags, but again, doing it legally without hiding his flags and things like that. Now in this next drill, this is actually quite a bit of fun. So what we're going to have is two sets of pylons, and with those sets of pylons, player 1 wants to be able to get through one of those two sets. Now, one thing that I like to do to make it a little bit harder is, or a little bit more fun, at least in my mind, is to have the coach who's currently dressed up as a referee, we want to have him point to whichever pylon set that we want this player to run through. Now, at first, what's going to happen is, well, the coach is going to point to this one, player 1's going to run through, player 5's going to try and pull player 1's flags, and everything is all set. But what you really want to instill in your players is to fake out the opposing player. So this player obviously is not going to be able to see what the coach is doing. He's facing this way. So that means that player 1 could start running towards this direction slowly. Player 5 will start shadowing, saying, well, he's going to run through these pylons, in which in reality, once he gets past player 1, at least the vertical line of player 1, player 1 could then sprint towards this side and totally fake out player 5. We really want to teach our team to think for themselves and also to think of ways to trick the defenders, because that's essentially what they're going to be doing in game. So now in this next drill, we're going to have two lines again, and we're not going to be using this set of pylons, we're just going to be using one set. And what we're going to be doing here is having player 1 start from a certain area, and he's going to be running towards these double pylons. Meanwhile, the coach is going to be the one throwing the ball. The first player in this line is going to be the defender, who is going to try and pull player 1's flags. As soon as player 1 catches that ball, or as soon as player 1 is set to go, player 5 also wants to go as well. Player 1 is going to start running. Coach is going to pass player 1 that ball. He's going to then run through those pylons, meanwhile trying to evade player 5. I hope that these drills help your team win more games. If they do, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.